I want us just to take some few trades that is on even on market. Yeah, we probably gonna put this account 5,000 by the end of the day. So you'll actually use the scalpers. So just click the scalper, and I want us to trade. Okay, let's trade like even markets. Just need to load this even scalper. That is how we do it for those who have these new Deriv accounts, or for those who have had their accounts migrated. For those guys who have these new accounts, what you need to do is those old accounts, you just need to click select bot. Okay, once you click advanced like this, will be your landing page. In case you have those old accounts, then click here, then look for this robot you call the event scalper. This one, you just need to click load, but I'll not load because the robot is already loaded. You can actually see it right there. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is just set up this part for the global shared stop trading option. I'll actually work with 4 consecutive losses. Then you have this part for the target profit and stop loss. I'll only adjust the stop loss. We can raise correct 1500. Okay, then we have okay. The reason why I'm not setting up that is the target profit is because we are actually doing scalping. And when you are doing scalping, the stop loss is not the target profit is not important, because this robot will actually stop after every win. So we'll only set up that is a risk manager, and I'll set these to 100. Okay, then we can probably do something like 500 USD, then we call it a day. So the next thing we'll need to do, so you only need to set up these parameters: the stop trading option, target profit, risk manager. Only 1, 2, 3, only those 3 parts. Then we have of course we are actually trading even market. I'll actually explain after we take the trades. I'll actually explain how the robot is actually trading, but the fact is we are trading even. So you just need to click start. You don't need to do any market analysis. The robot will actually do the rest of the job for you. The robot will actually looking for 3 consecutive odd digits, then execute a trade on even. In case of a loss, we have a recovery limit of 1. That means with this, with that just single entry, the robot will only make 1 attempt to make a recovery. In case it fails, it will just pause and switch to market 2. And market 2, we have now a different volatility. The reason why we are switching from one volatility to the other is to avoid what you call market manipulation. It also helps us to avoid what you call market fluctuations and hitting a lot of continuous losses, yeah, just in case of market change. That's the first trade. It's already executed and it's actually a win. Let's take another trade. Okay. Yeah, so we are actually doing scalping. That's the reason why the robot is actually stopping. So the robot will only execute the moment it finds an entry. Okay, so that's what is really happening, because I normally find some people asking like, what is really happening? The moment I click start, the robot makes a win and it just stops. We are actually doing scalping, and scalping is actually the best idea you can ever do in trading, because it helps avoid market fluctuations. You help to avoid the market fluctuations. Also it helps to avoid market manipulations. And again, we are also switching from market 1 to market 2. Market 1, we are on volatility 101s. Market 2, we are actually on volatility 75 So the reason why we are switching from one volatility to the other is to avoid to have a break on those continuous losses. So you have taken 3 trades or wins. Let's take another trade. Okay. After this, the account will be, that is 300 USD. So the robot is actually trading using a very simple logic here. Now imepiga losses mbili, you can actually see it has paused. Now we have switched from volatility 101s to 75 yeah. And now the robot is actually waiting for an entries on that specific volatility, and you can actually see the robot has already recovered. So now that's the good thing. You can actually see this is volatility 75 okay. So click start. We take like one more trade, then I'll explain how the robot is actually able to get all these entries, how the robot is doing the analysis, so that at least you can understand the logic. You don't just trade using a tool the way it is without understanding the logic behind, because sometimes you may need to do some adjustments. You don't have to always come after me. You can always get that is on RI traders and do those adjustments by yourself. So any moment you realize like when you take your first trade, it's actually giving you like this kind of losses, yeah. What do? It's very simple. It's very, very simple. You just need to go to, that is market 1. This is market 1. We are on volatility 101s, switch to a different volatility, because it seems that volatility has what you call has started having what you call that is some fluctuations. If you check market 2, you can actually see we are on 75 1s. You just need to make sure market 1 and market 2 are on different volatility. Market 1 we were on that is 75 1s. We have switched to 51s. Now let's see, take another trade. Ndio hiyo imeshapiga recovery. We are currently at 336. Let's take one more. I think like 2 more trades. We need like 2 more trades there so that we hit like 500 USD. So that's what you need to do. It's very simple. Ndio hiyo. For 20 we only need 1 more win, then we hit our target profit of 500 USD. 3 consecutive odd digits. The robot executes a trade on odd. Ndio hiyo imeshapiga recovery. Currently we are at 489 USD. So how is the robot doing? So we say the only part that you need to set up is this part for the global shared. So you set up your stop trading option. Of course we are working with 4 consecutive losses. Then we have our target profit and stop loss. We said you only need to set up your stop loss. Then we have this part for the risk manager. Set up your stake right there. Of course this is a material. Okay, then let's close that part. Now how is this robot actually executing the trades? If you check market 1, we had actually changed the volatility. By default it's normally on volatility, that is 101s. We said if your first 2 trade your first trade is a loss, second one is a loss, then recovers with the third one or the fourth one, what you are supposed to do is just get to market 1 and switch to a different volatility, because whatever is happening, that's what we call market fluctuations. Yeah, so just come to this part, click here and switch to, for example, let's say like okay, I don't want to use these bull markets. I can switch to volatility like 25 1s, then cancel that, then close market 1. So cross market volatilities, if you check the trade definitions, you can actually see we are trading that is the odd market. Then the logic that you're actually applying, just go to the strategy logic and you can actually see if there are 3 digits are odd, the robot will execute a trade on even with a recovery limit of 1. That means after the first loss, it will execute the second trade instantly without checking the condition. In the case it doesn't make a recovery, the robot will pause and switch to market 2, which is this one. If you check market 2, we are actually on different volatility. So always make sure, in case you happen to switch volatility for market 1, make sure you don't use 75 1s, because market 1 and market 2 must be on different volatilities. Then if you go to trade definitions, you can still you can see we are still trading even. Then if you check here strategy logic, you can actually see there's a condition that we are actually applying. If there are 3 digits allowed, execute a trade on even, then you have a recovery limit of 1. A very simple logic. So if you check, we also do have the market switcher right here. You can actually see market switching is enabled, continuous trading is off. The reason why continuous trading is off is so that we can actually be able to do that is what you call the scalping. Like after every win, the robot will actually stop. But in case you want the trades to run continuously, after win, the robot will continue executing the trades until you hit your target profit. But it will still be checking for that condition for every trade that you execute. You just need to enable that is continuous trading. Although I don't recommend, because the whole idea of even scalper is to actually do the scalping. Yeah, and you can actually see the robot is only switching from market 1 to market 2 after 2 consecutive. Once you hit 2 consecutive losses on market 1, the robot will switch to market 2. It's that simple, by the way. To join the AI Traders community is actually very simple. You just need to click this icon here. Join our WhatsApp and Telegram channel. Most importantly, the Telegram channel. That's where we have our community. That's why I always share ideas on how you can actually be able to become profitable. You can always check on them, backtest. In case you have any suggestion, you can always reach out. So make sure you join my WhatsApp channel and my Telegram channel. You can also visit my YouTube channel and watch my exclusive videos on how you can execute these trades. It's very simple. To get on AI Traders is very simple. Just get on your browser and type aitraders.co.ke, then just search. It's that simple. An alternative, you can just get on your browser and search for AI Traders. Like that, then search, yeah. And it will actually pop as the first one, so you just need to click the first option there and it will actually automatically open. In case you have a Deriv account, all you need to do is just log in. In case you don't have a Deriv trading account, all you just need to do is just click sign up to create a new account. Then backtest strategies, see how they perform. Then in case you have any question, you can always reach out. Yeah, the number is always on the bio. Okay, you can actually see the trades that we just took. We took 15 trades, 8 wins, 7 losses, closed at a profit of $489. We have pushed the account up by 300, by that is currently it's at 3,253. So yeah, it's that simple. We'll just take one more trade to hit our target profit of 500. So I just click start, and the robot will only execute one trade. Of course, even the balance here will actually go above with around like 3,300. Then we're gonna hit our target profit of $500 because that's what we were really targeting by the end of the day. Okay, so let's see. So everything is fully automated. Yeah, so you really don't have to struggle with the market analysis and all those sort of stuff. Of course, I have explained how you do it. In case when you're executing your trades, you feel like you have a lot of pressure, you need to pause. What do? Just need to click this pause button. So after 2 consecutive losses, the robot will just pause, and it will actually switch the volatility. Now we are actually on a different volatility, and that will actually help us, that is give us a break that is on market manipulation, market fluctuations, and also that is hitting on a lot of continuous losses. You can actually see we already recovered. Okay, let's take one more. Although we are supposed actually to switch the volatility for market 1, because you can actually see it gave us 2 consecutive losses. But all in all, I believe in what I'm doing, and I believe also in this robot. It's actually doing amazing work. Okay, so you just need to backtest and make sure at least you understand what you are doing. Something else, apply risk management. And when it comes to the maximum consecutive losses you can take, I always recommend around 4. Yeah, once you set 3 consecutive losses, you'll always be hitting 3 consecutive losses now and then. So make sure you have the risk management in such a way that, like, personally, normally if I hit 4 consecutive losses, I accept. But 3, those who normally trade with 3 is a stop loss of 3 consecutive, 2 consecutive, that's way too small. 3 is just you can actually see a hit that is 3 consecutive, but still manage to recover with the 4th one. So that's what you need to understand. Sawa. So you can actually see we already hit our target profit, 549 USD. Close at our account is actually at 3,313 US dollars. Goodbye.